Why, hello, my friends. Hello. Good morning to you. Welcome to the penultimate episode of the season of Shakespeare's Coffee Break. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and I am on my coffee break. Let's have a nice noisy slurp to start things off. That's just good internet audio. I don't care who you are. We have a wonderful show for you here today. T.J. Miller, co-owner of the New Jersey Renaissance Faire, is here with his Sir Pistachio Baron, Sweep Spain the Chaotic, etc., so on and so forth. He is here to talk about... Oh, we're split screen. I didn't mean to do that. To talk about the New Jersey Renaissance Faire. We're in Ren Fair season, people. Let's go do this. Oh, my goodness. Also, I want to thank everybody who has been making this show so wonderful and possible over the last many months, including the Friends of the Colorado Northwestern Field Museum, still accepting online applications for Summer Dinosaur Digs 2021. The Shakespeare Yogi. Combine your love of Shakespeare with movement and flow. Hey, Noni Namaste. And the Renaissance Stream Guide, your TV guide of online Renaissance festival entertainment with over 70 streams every week. And as always, if you would like to give to the show specifically, you can support it by buying me a cup of coffee by going to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare and buy me a cuppa. You can also become a Patreon of the art by going to patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers start at $3, go all the way up to $30, and everybody gets the same rewards, including digital editions of my album, Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare, and my comic book, Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. But let's get started here with today's guest. He is sometimes known as Colt Derringer, Lawman. He is sometimes known as Roger Awesome, Lord of Adventure. Wow. He is often found teaching tiny ninjas how to properly be ninjas, along with his cat ninja. He is T.J. Miller, co-owner of the New Jersey Renaissance Faire. Muppet Arms!
I'm gonna leave all my projects behind. I'm gonna start Edgar Allan Yoga.
Edgar Allan Yoga?
Yeah, after seeing the Shakespeare lady, I'm like, once upon a midnight jury, I slipped into Warrior One. That was awesome. That's a great mashup. Shakespeare and yoga.
That would be fantastic. I think this needs to happen. Do that. But I gotta say,
I'm proud of myself that I remembered my coffee. This is my first time on your coffee break with actual coffee.
Oh my goodness! And that's the Baron Sweep Spain. Sir Pistachio mug.
This is the official 2020 New Jersey Renaissance Faire theme, and you can actually still get these and the T-shirts and stuff at njrenfair.com.
Oh my goodness! I think I'm gonna have to get that. Just seeing it in person. That's
different colors. This is my Roger Awesome color. Will Passion got one in like purple.
I will get one in green because that's usually my color. So yeah. Oh, fantastic! That is a delight. We have Sally watching as well this morning. Good morrow, Sally. So T.J. Miller, adventurer, poet, musician.
Thank you.
Sensei.
Sifu actually, more like I do like the Chinese stuff.
Oh, very good, very good. It's something I just learned. Reverend Tommy, by the way, says a nice Romulus blue mug.
Romulus blue. Coffee is not really his drink, though. He likes something that puts you more like down, like on a mellow.
Signal with T.J. Miller has frozen here. So I'm going to keep him up on screen though, because this is there you are. I because it was just like this brilliant pose of you like.
I didn't freeze. I was just doing that. I was dramatically.
Oh, all right. So, is Romulus more of a decaf chai tea type of guy, or?
I think Romulus is probably like a certain types of cannabis tea guy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that was sort of the theory in the start of Romulus, he was kind of like a stoner wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that, but
yeah. So is that because he does magic, or
he does magic, you know.
I wish I had that little gif to throw.
Oh yeah, we got to get that. Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, she says it was. Yes, that was a quality Freeze post. So let's get into the reason for the season. For we are in the Northeast, finally in Renaissance Faire season.
Thank the gods.
Our friends in the South have been doing it, but now we're finally thawing out enough. I hope, please God and Baby Yoda, because it is May 11th and it is 41 degrees at my house.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good down here. I think I'm very excited, especially after seeing Smithfield Renaissance Fair. I got to see Shakespeare perform again, which was awesome. And that was awesome.
It felt
great
good.
Crowds. Everybody had a good time, and people were like really just aching to do something, you know, outside. And all the science seems to suggest that outdoors is way better for our safety and protection. So
Indeed.
we're gonna have a fun, awesome time, not getting sick with our friends, raising a pint, and it's enjoying some awesome entertainment at the end of the month. So I'm very excited.
It's going to be fantastic. So let's address some of the elephants in the room. Because you said safe. You said safe and safety. So at the end of the month and beginning of next, so May 29th, 30th, June 5 and 6, that's when the New Jersey Renaissance Fairs happen. Tickets are only available online at njrenfair.com.
And
so
they are
pre-sales
selling,
only.
like, I'm actually pretty confident that we're going to sell out because we're capping attendance this year. So if people want to come, they should get their tickets as soon as possible because people want to come. Yeah.
Now capping attendance and everything. If the state of New Jersey were to either extend or remove those caps, saying, hey, you can go bigger, would you, or are you still keeping it small?
Yeah, we actually are less than what the cap would be if we followed state guidelines. So we can have, I think right now, 50% attendance, and we're not doing that. We did what we thought was, you know, a safe number where we kind of know what it's like when a certain amount of people are at the show. So we did what we thought was, like, thinking back to days that we had a certain amount of people. We did what we know is a really reasonable, spread out, amount of people at the fair. And we also, because we weren't sure what was going to happen, we've really kind of like kept our budget under control so that we know, like, at a certain number, we don't ruin the economy of the fair, you know? So based on that, we were like, you know, we're going to do like 1,500 people a day and stay there. Half of our
that's still a really good number to have too.
It's for our fair. Like, when we have 1,500 people, it's everybody's spread out. It's very comfortable. And it's still like, we got our, you know, even with that, we got a great lineup of entertainment coming. There's stuff happening all day. I feel like we actually have like more activities this year than we typically do for people.
Well, then that's fantastic.
Yeah. So it should be great. Yeah, we're going by what, you know, our stuff is. We're staying within state guidelines, definitely, but we're actually, like, according to the state, we could have more people, but we just thinking of that number for us, we thought it'd be a little too packed. So we'd rather have everybody come and have a great experience than try to go crazy this year.
Indeed. And well, that's also just a good business move overall. I mean, you don't, there's an inclination that some are having of, we're back, we got to go as big as possible. And it's like, you got to do something sustainable too. So,
yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, not opening for us, because we're not like a fair, you know, like, that's there all the time, or it's not our only thing. So when we didn't open for 2020, it didn't really hurt us a lot because we had a great year in 2019. What would have hurt us would be trying to open and having a bad year. Because when we don't open, we don't really have a ton of expenses. We don't have staff that's on all the time. All of us who own the fair do other things too, so it's not like we need that to sustain us. It was a really hard decision, you know, because, I mean, by the time May happened last year, it wasn't. But I mean, you know, up to the lead up deciding, because we knew people like you and our other entertainer friends wouldn't have work, and our vendors and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there wasn't really much option last year, but for the fair itself, just business wise, not opening for us is way better than opening and having a really bad season.
Yeah, I mean,
where we're at.
That makes perfect sense and ways to do it. So let's talk. So people are going to be spread out. Does that include at the stages themselves?
Yeah, we're going to have seating is going to be spread out. We know we're going to have 6 feet distance between people who aren't from the same household or whatever. We're still in planning stages of how to make all that happen or whatever. We got awesome new seating. If anybody, you guys who've been to the fair, you know that our seating at the amphitheater, for example, is built for camp kids. So, and then the Liberty Lake guys put in mulch every year, and it just kind of gets deeper every year. So our benches were like, people were sitting like, but we have human-sized benches now at the amphitheater, like super comfortable. You can sit comfortably, which is awesome. But
so was the mulch taken out in order to make that happen, or just new benches put in?
They put new benches in. I'm imagining in 5 or 6 years, if they keep going with their same mulch plan, they'll have to do this again because they don't tend to remove. They just keep adding mulch.
Archaeologists,
yes,
centuries from now are going to uncover Liberty Lake, and they said, there's a lot of mulch. Here's the actual ground over here, but there's 45 feet of mulch.
45 feet of mulch. You know what else too is really crazy this year? We because of we're not able to do a lot of rehearsals, so we don't have some of our like regular storyline. Like we're not gonna be able to have a chess match because we can't rehearse that. That takes a lot of rehearsal. But this is the one year that like the chessboard would not have to have been repainted because Liberty Lake this summer had like one of those outdoor carpets on it. So the chessboard is like one of the things we're always scrambling trying to do is get that chessboard repainted.
Yeah.
And this year it's fine and we don't need it. So
the ironies of everything. I know once you speak, and not doing rehearsals myself at New Jersey, but directing for the Robin Hood show in Connecticut. It's for us very minimal rehearsal time. So we're doing 2 Saturdays and 2 Sundays, and hope everything works a little bit. It's a little bit of spit and bailing gum.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another thing we did just do because of one thing, restrictions being lifted has helped is we actually, I think it's today they're going online, but we have just added tickets for our after-hour shows.
Oh, so fantastic!
That has gone up. So if people are interested in coming to see the Righteous Blaggarts on the first Saturday, I think, and then the second Saturday is Chase Treasure, there are now more tickets open for that. We went through and made sure the waiting list people got contacted, and now we're releasing another like 50 tickets for either show.
That is wonderful. That is great news. Also, good news that those shows were very popular to have and sold out.
Reverend Tommy, when you were there, it was kilt friendly for me because I was on the stage.
Oh goodness! So masks are masks going to be required at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair?
Masks are required unless you're eating in that situation. So that's how they do it.
Very good. And
Colleen, Righteous Blaggarts will no longer be sold out because they're going to have. I imagine they will be sold out soon because I don't know if anybody knows this, but they kind of popular. So,
I mean that's what happened. That's what happens when you only do like 1 or 2 big shows a year. It's like everybody's like, "Oh, run!"
Maybe we should go with that theory, Shakespeare. Like instead of doing all these shows over, we just do one Lords of Adventure weekend, 1 Shakespeare weekend, and we just have all of our fans come that weekend, and then the rest of the year we just play D&D.
I think that could work. I could work on writing and directing other stuff. But for me, a little bit of the need and desire to the need and desire to be constantly performing. I mean, hell, at one point I was doing quite literally 12 live streams a week for about 11 weeks in a row. It's like, all right, got to keep going. Because if I stop going, I'm going to start thinking about the pandemic and then I'm going to get sad.
That's right.
But oh goodness. And then I also worry, if I don't perform every day, are people going to forget about me?
Yeah. We all have that problem, all of us, in the performance.
Oh, Janine Rinker, a special science correspondent, she was on the show yesterday, says now she is distracted by wondering about the preservational qualities of mulch. The mulch itself is supposed to break down eventually. Yes, but when it starts impacting, Janine, maybe it starts forming a shell.
I think it takes more than a year. Like when you keep adding new mulch every year, it's probably breaking down a little bit, but it's like when you got a slow leak in your drain, like the water coming in the faucet is replacing it faster than the breakdown decomposition process can get rid of the old mulch.
And now we're just compressing it.
And they're
compressing it, making it higher. Oh, goodness.
Those 50 pounds of mulch, but they're throwing 100 pounds of mulch on top.
See?
2 steps forward, 1 step back. And then you got.
Oh, my goodness. How we should start taking bets. How long will it take to get back up to that point?
Some of the benches were literally just like a 2x10 sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
At the end, like the mulch was all the way up to the actual seats.
Yeah.
So it was an
even for a very short person like me. It's like, this is ridiculous.
Horrible. It's not. It's bad for the kids, man. They're so much nicer now. There's actually a picture I think on our Facebook page because Andy took a picture of it.
Oh goodness.
Oh
gosh.
I'm actually really excited about Fair this year. I think it's going to be awesome. We're doing.
Oh, you should be.
Yeah, we're doing really good for ticket sales. So everybody come on out. Have a good time. There's still stuff available right now, so get them. But
yeah, so get your tickets at njrenfair.com. The Ren Fair dates, of course, are May 29th, 30th, June 5, and 6. And go look at all the photos of Liberty Lake and the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, the new benches on Facebook at New Jersey Ren Fair. We're currently talking with our special guest, T.J. Miller, co-owner of the New Jersey Renaissance Faire. Yes, that's him. That's him right there, that guy. Yeah, but we're going to pause for just a moment and pay some bills. Because today's show is made possible by some wonderful people, such as the Friends of the Colorado Northwestern Field Museum, still accepting online applications for summer dinosaur digs. So while many people only dream of taking part in a dinosaur excavation through Colorado Northwestern Community College, that dream can become a reality. Located in the heart of dinosaur country, CNCC offers you the chance to work alongside professional paleontologists to uncover fossils that have been buried for over 74 million years. During a 2-week session, you will learn about paleontology by digging, brushing, and uncovering a unique fossilized specimen. There is no experience required to take advantage of this amazing opportunity, only a passion for experiencing fossils up close and personal. Participants also have the option of earning college credit during their 2-week session. For more information, email Liz Johnson at elizabeth.johnson@cncc.edu or call 970-824-1119 for more info. The Friends of the Colorado Northwestern Field Museum. What will you discover this summer? Today's show is also made possible by the Shakespeare Yogi. The Shakespeare Yogi, and you can use my special code SHAKES.approved to save 50% off of your first private Zoom class. Leonard Chillingarian, the Shakespeare Yogi, helps creatives develop authentic connection to balance and character by combining yoga with Shakespeare, accessibly and playfully. She has virtual pay-what-you-can classes available over Zoom on the first and third Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays of the month. And a recommended $5 donation is suggested for those. All creatives of any kind are welcome. Virtual private lessons are also available by appointment. Those private lessons are built to the individual needs of the individual creatives. Virtual private lessons are valued at $50, and so use my code SHAKES.approved for a 50% discount off of your first class. If to register to find out more, email her the Shakespeare Yogi at gmail.com or drop into her DMs on Instagram at the Shakespeare Yogi. The Shakespeare Yogi. Hey, noni namaste. And finally, the Renaissance Stream Guide, your TV guide of Renaissance streaming entertainment. There are over 70 live stream events on their calendar every week, so you have plenty to choose from. Live music, play readings, comedy, belly dance, yoga, fitness classes, art streams, demos, and more. There's an accessible Google Calendar, a daily schedule post, and it's the easy way for you to find a new favorite and rediscover your favorite performers, finding out what they are up to. Go like and subscribe to the Renaissance Stream Guide on Facebook, facebook.com/Renaissance Stream Guide. And if you are ever interested in sponsoring the show, and that now means sponsoring the live in-person version of the show, drop me an email. Email shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. My email again is shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. I will find it somewhere so I can throw it up on the screen. I don't know where it is. I lost it. Oh, there it is. I'm a very professional person. I've been doing this show for 14, 15 months now, and
whoa,
I might get the hang of it someday. I'm taking a 3-month break, so that's gonna be fun too. But yes, so today and tomorrow, they're the last 2 shows of the season until Labor Day, except for a random episode or 2 that might happen. And so you want to check it out. You want to share this with all your friends. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah. So let's see. Let's jump back into our conversation with TJ Miller. Look at him. Look at that guy wearing a nice flat hat. That's a good hat. I wish I had mine immediately accessible so I could put one of mine on.
We start a gang. We call it the Peaky Blinders. We run around.
I think that name's been taken.
Oh. It took me years to think of that.
I'm sorry. It's that good idea that gets out into the universe and everyone just starts parallel thinking. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just, taken already. Someone already grabbed it. So in the comments, Righteous Blaggards apparently were taking pre-orders for the face masks to have at the show with their logo on them. Good on them. Stephen Eldridge can't wait to see Roger Awesome, buy Jack Bull the traditional drink, and see all of his fair friends that he has missed dearly. And Kathy Evans has gotten her 2nd dose of her vaccine today. Well done, Kathy. Woo!
My assistant, my friend Emmy, she's also tarot hunter. She does fair, and she teaches a women's class at my school on Monday. And they are all now fully vaccinated 2 weeks past. So they did class without masks the other day. They all realized how much they didn't know what each other's face looked like. There was celebratory, like they were so excited to do that.
I had people at rehearsal the other day coming up to me, and we were masking and going through who is vaccinated. Everyone in our cast is vaccinated now. And someone said, "Are we allowed to take these off?" It's like, yeah, we can take it off to rehearse, but we're also going to be rehearsing with them on as well for other moments, like getting used to the idea. Okay, great. And I had no idea who some of these people were. I'm just like, I am guessing you are Robin Hood. I think you are Maid Marian, because I'm working on this much. And how are you walking? How are you walking down the street? Oh, I think I know that walk. It's a good time.
Guess who else is fully vaccinated?
You.
I am, but even more important,
me.
Gail Miller. Gail Miller is. You better watch out, buddy, because she's coming for hugs, man. That's that weekend. She's on a rampage. That's my mom. Everybody who doesn't know her, she's adorable, and she's like a big hugger. And this year has just about killed her. So
I have forgotten that her first name is Gail, and I always forget that because she always says I can call her that. She's been saying this to me for many years, and I always say I can't do that. She is always either Mrs. Miller and sometimes Mama Miller to me, and I'm just like I can't call you Gail.
That's because you're a gentleman.
I was raised right. It's just like nope. You're in the parental generation for me, and even and so nope, sorry, can't do it.
She's got a present for you. She's had for like 2 years too. You're gonna really get it.
Yeah, she said that to me on the phone. It's funny.
I was gonna bring it to Smithville, but she's like, no, I'm gonna give it to him. I want to hand it to him because that's her voice.
My favorite part about that was I think I had called you just to like, hey, what time do we need to be at Smithville? And then I was on the phone with your mom for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just, I was like, oh, this is great. I like this. This is fun. Reverend Tommy is bummed that he is forced to miss the first weekend of New Jersey Renaissance Fair. But he will be for the second because he is working, air quotes around that, so we know he's not. He's working for Chase Treasure.
Nice.
It's like, are you just going to be standing there, Reverend Tommy? Go see Chase Treasure.
It's actually awesome to be there the second weekend for Reverend Tommy, especially because that's also Nat 21 weekend.
Nat 21 weekend. We're doing Nat 21 Con. This is one of my favorite ideas I ever had. And it's bizarre to me that other people are like going along with this. Like, yeah, let's do that. Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to have one day of, I don't know whether it's going to be Saturday or Sunday yet, but Dice Nights Adventures. If you play Dice Nights Adventures that day, like the characters from Nat 21 will be NPCs that you can interact with. Dice Night Adventures, for those of you who don't know, is our like park-wide role-playing experience. It was our sitting around and being like, Renaissance Fair, not geeky enough for us. We're going to turn it into a role-playing game, and it's so much fun. Oh my gosh. And we got version 3.0 is coming out soon.
That's very exciting for you. Oh goodness. People talking in the comments about what they're most looking forward to. So I have to ask, what are you, TJ Miller, looking forward to the most with the return of Renaissance Fair season, either as an owner of an entertainment director at New Jersey or as a performer yourself, out in the wider circuit? So what are you most looking forward to? I
think that once the gates finally open, because there is a lot of time during the year with the New Jersey Renaissance Fair specifically, where I say to myself, like, why am I doing this? This is an incredibly insane level of work. Like, I own this martial arts school in Mount Holly, New Jersey, and I also own the Renaissance Fair. And my martial arts school is a business, and it's a lot of work. But the Renaissance Fair is 100 times more work. And there are many times during the year that I'm like, this is why do we keep doing this? But then as soon as it opens and you see that those people and those kids who are having a great time, and it's everybody's place where they feel like we give this like second home to people. And that's what I'm mainly looking forward to, is that, because all of that stress, as soon as the gates open, and a lot of it is at that point, there's nothing else we can do. And it always turns out awesome. Always through May, I'm at this point where I'm like, I don't see how we can possibly open in 3 weeks, right? Every year. And then it opens, and then all that stuff. That's it. If there's one fence that's not up, it's going to be okay. So seeing that flood of humanity, and especially this year, it's going to kind of be like, we're coming to the end of this thing we all went through together, and we made it, and we're back at this place that we all love so much. And, all these people that we haven't seen in so long, knowing that some people are gone, and we can get back there, hearing that speech of Matt Selly at the end of the day, our Duke, hearing them sing, health to the company at the end of the day. That's the stuff I'm mainly looking forward to, like kind of this return to normalcy and this home and magical place that we all love so much, like that opening of the gates and just that first wave of people coming in, that's what I'm looking forward to. And then beer.
Health to the company. We might have to change the lyrics on that. Like, let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Like, let us drink and be merry, everyone out of their own glass.
It's funny every year when we do that, because there's always like a lot of stuff, as a Renaissance Fair performer. Like when you're up there on stage in one of like the big shows, and like the people are out in the audience and they can see, and there's like there's 50 people on stage or whatever. So you had like this little like side banter. And one of my side banters I always do during Health of the Company is let's drink out of one glass. We're like, we got mono.
I was singing that with longtime Ren Fair performer Mitch Ernst. I think the last time we got to do it, we're like, hey, didn't we get mono that way? Yes, that's how I got it. Me too.
Jokes are in the atmosphere, you know. Like I didn't make that up. I mean, I made it up, but you also like it's like how people like scientists will like make simultaneous discoveries.
Oh yeah, it's called parallel thinking.
Yeah, it's great. Like the New York Times crossword puzzle has a higher success rate when it comes out on the West Coast because it's already been out in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and it's not anybody giving answers. It's just there is something that they can't quite test yet, can't quite measure, but some level potentially of psychic brainwave that progresses, and you see animals do it too. For instance, you know those grates that you find a lot of time near farms, like between the farm proper and like the driveway, and it's like, oh, what's that for? That's just to keep sheep and cows from going out because it feels very uncomfortable on the hooves, and it's like not so much that they'll get stuck in there and break their leg, but like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. And so then in Australia, they saw this happen. One sheep figured it out. They laid down on it and rolled across. And it wasn't even so much that sheep at the same farm saw it happen, or like the sheep went back and told his fellows. Sheep at other farms in Australia, but also in New Zealand, started doing the same thing. Right. It's just like, that's insane. It's a collective knowledge thing.
To quote an awesome writer, there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy, my dear Horatio.
I wonder who said that. Oh my goodness. Oh.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. I mean, it's really weird being here and not like trying to arrest you for something. Those are my favorite times. We got to do a Colt Derringer Shakespeare get together. I don't know why. To me, it just works so well. I don't know if
because it's such a bizarre combo of like, what? Sure, why not? I think that's why it works.
Performance-wise, the thing I look most forward to doing is murder mysteries again. Like live.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I really like. I like doing the Renaissance Fair, but I love doing the murder mystery. So good. And Poe, oh my god, I can't wait to do Poe again.
Yeah. Janine Rinka is saying that there's great. They're called cattle guards, and then she also says if your stock are well trained, you can paint a cattle guard, and then they won't cross it. That's fantastic. Colleen Smith misses the entire atmosphere, the energy in the air, the music, the vendors, hawking the wares, interactions between personalities and the fairgoers in garb, swapping garb and costume skills and how-tos, and enjoying the food whilst in this awesome place. Colleen, you nailed it right there. So that's it. It's going to be fantastic and phenomenal. Oh my goodness. I continually fear I'm going to cry when it happens because I'm a bit of a crier. And
you are. That's why we love you.
Thank you. It kept almost happening at Smithville, and it didn't. It was just like, oh, okay. It's like, it's going to happen. And it kept like, it was like sitting right here, right below my breastbone. And I'm like, all right, feel it. And it didn't happen. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's keep moving on. And I have a few weeks in between Smithville and my next performance. So directing and doing that, and that's amazing. And then I have Texas. Scarborough happening not this weekend, but next weekend and the weekend after. It's like, is it going to happen in Texas? I don't know. But they've never met me, so it's like, maybe not. But then New Jersey, which
it's going to happen there. If it doesn't happen before that, it's going to happen there.
For a decade, New Jersey has been my home fair, and it's like, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Or is it going to just sit right here? I'm like, I'm feeling it. It's not out yet, but I'm feeling it. I don't know. So
it's 12 years at Jersey. This is our 12th season.
I know.
We had our virtual season last year, but this is 12, dude. It's crazy.
I enjoy how a lot of festivals are saying, yeah, 2020 was supposed to be a big anniversary for a lot of them, and it's like, no, we're declaring this is the anniversary, and even if they had a digital season like New Jersey, it's like, no, this is the anniversary because screw that.
Dude, I don't know if you guys out there watching know this, but I know this because of Dan Costello. So we had our 10th.
Yeah, I'm very Shakespeare character.
What's that?
I'm very much in character.
Yeah, Shakespeare.
I'm deep in character. I don't know this other guy. I don't know him.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. But Shakespeare told us the 10th year, not the 10th anniversary.
No,
it's the 9th anniversary, actually. So technically, this could be our 10th anniversary actual season.
Do it. Make a banner.
Yeah. This is our actual. You made Jack Bold, my brother John Williams, so mad when we found out. We were like, the 10th anniversary. And you were just like, it's not your 10th anniversary. And John especially was like, it is.
He was so angry in that call.
He had to quit. He finally had to accept that it was.
Because that was like 3.5 hours of just like, no, this is it. No.
Yeah, and it makes total sense. You're totally right.
And then John got on his phone and he's looking it up. He's like, no! He was so upset.
Yeah, and the thing that finally drives it home is the first year is not the first anniversary.
No,
it's not. When you're born, that's technically your first birthday, but you're not 1 year old yet. No. It's on the second birthday you become one. It's crazy.
It's so silly, and I love this so much. So, dear audience, we are going to be singing new songs written by me to melodies you already know when we're down in New Jersey together, including one I just finished writing this morning of Hamlet to the tune of DuckTales.
No way.
Because that is a thing we all need in our lives.
Yeah, it is. We should do a musical show with Colt Derringer and William Shakespeare. Because as I understand, Colt Derringer, I'm also deep in character. I'm TJ Miller, so Colt Derringer is another person. But I understand that Colt Derringer has been writing some songs too. Like the soon-to-be big hit, Don't Let Your Duck Go Swimming in a Conspiracy Theorist Pond. Based on a true story.
Is that part of the title? Based on a true story?
It should be. It is now.
Don't let your duck go swimming in a conspiracy theorist pond. Open parentheses, based on a true story. Close parentheses.
Yeah, Shelley let her duck go swimming in a conspiracy theorist pond one time, and you can't.
My God!
You can't do that.
Oh.
The other one, I got the Ode to Martha, the last of the passenger pigeons, and then there's one about the eastern long-eared genome ducket.
Okay.
They're all gonna be great. You're gonna love them.
I would almost say an ode to Martha if the last of the carrier pigeons wasn't.
It's not a carrier pigeon. It's not a carrier pigeon. There are carrier. The passenger pigeon.
Passenger pigeon
is a different bird. We've
right.
had this conversation on multiple occasions.
I feel like Colt Derringer is coming out to play. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, no, the passenger pigeon went extinct in 1917. Martha was the last. She was in, I think it was Chicago. But that's a sign of human things, because passenger pigeons apparently used to have like flocks of like billions of them that would blot out the sun for like 4 hours as they passed overhead. And then people just started eating them as like cheap stuff. And to the point where there was one left in this zoo. And she died in 1917, that noble bird.
Oh, and she laid no eggs that survives or
anything.
Well,
laying eggs, Shakespeare, when a pigeon loves another pigeon very, very much, they'll share a very special hug, and then the egg that comes out will lay out another thing. But when you only buy your own self, Unless you have some sort of abomination, asexual reproduction.
Colt Derringer just keeps coming out to play.
He does. I miss Colt Derringer. I miss that guy. I can do his accent pretty well. He's got a weird, like, Western Pittsburgh accent, but I can pick it up. I know I'm not perfect on it, but
that is too fantastic. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Well, my friend, I could do this with you forever. And we'll get the chance to do it in just a few short weeks. Down at New Jersey. I'm
gonna hug you.
All right. I will stand there awkwardly.
It won't be as long and uncomfortable as the Gail Miller hug you're gonna get, but I'm gonna
I will stand there awkwardly and accept it.
Your head's gonna be right here, and I'll be like, just let it happen, Shakespeare. Your head like this. It's gonna be so
I won't stop crying because of the welling of emotion. I'm gonna stop crying because I'll be like, I need an adult.
Oh dear.
Oh goodness. Well, friends, that is today's Shakespeare's Coffee Break. I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. It's been my coffee break. My guest is the amazing, the inimitable T.J. Miller, co-owner of the New Jersey Renaissance Faire. You can find them online, Facebook at New Jersey Ren Faire. New Jersey Ren Faire is going to be running May 29th, 30th, June 5 and 6, and you can get your tickets exclusively at njrenfair.com, including your tickets to both the...
You can't get your tickets at the gate this year. You got to get them ahead of time. If we still have some left, you can pull them up and do it in the parking lot, but we don't have, like, ticket booths. You got to show up at the gate with your ticket, pre-bought ticket.
Yeah, so this is not a last-second decision this year, friends. This is, you have to plan. So all of my ADHD brethren, there is no, hey, you want to go to a Ren Fair today? No, there's not. That's not happening.
I don't ever buy tickets ahead of time for stuff.
Yeah.
Because I never know when something's going to come up. I understand the wait, but.
Yeah, so go do that. Yeah. And let's enjoy one last noisy slurp together here right now. Oh, the Sir Pistachio mug. That's just good internet audio.
I'm so happy. Like this is a big thing for me, Shakespeare. I hardly ever am prepared completely for things, and every time I've done your show, I have not had coffee, and I felt bad. One time I had a mug because I grabbed it last second, but it had water in it, and I might have lied to you and told you this. But this was actually coffee, like with the creamer. I enjoyed it. It wasn't just black because last minute I threw it together. I actually had coffee. I was able to hawk our beautiful pistachio mugs that you can get at njrenfair.com.
Do it. I have you having water in there is probably a better choice though than me having coffee in a mug when stage managers on very hot Ren Fair days like, are you drinking water? I'm like, yep, totally. And I have coffee. I'm like,
It's like a similar fib. You know what I mean? Like they're in the same. It's like they're in the same stadium playing the same game.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like yours is more like a grand slam. Mine's just like maybe a double. You know.
Oh, but like that double will allow you to run home. Like you're like, oh, you missed the throw. I'm running. Mine is like, mine's like, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. That's what mine is.
Oh my word, too. Everybody who's the geeks out there, by the way. If you go to the Dice Knights booth, I think by Jersey, Josh Arnold, who's one of our owners of Dice Knights Adventures, he's making a NPC book, right? That's formatted and looks just like a role-playing book you'd get in with like Dungeons and Dragons stats for all the Lords of Adventure. He's going to do Paulo Garbanzo, Shelley. You're going to be in there eventually. So you can get a D&D
I better be
book.
in the first edition of this thing. That's what I'm saying.
He's doing this NPC pack. And he already did Jack Bold and Roger Awesome, and he did like a brilliant job. Like Jack Bold gets like disadvantage on any saving throw that involves paying attention to something. For example, like he did like it was like perfect. You know, like he got all the foibles and all the strengths of the characters. And it's hilarious. So
Well, I look forward to seeing that. So, friends, that is basically it for the show today. If you've enjoyed it half as much as I enjoyed making this, I obviously enjoy it twice as much as you do. And that's called maths. Thus, whatever you feel the show is worth, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, I will come and possibly cry in your front yard. I mean, it might just sit right here below the breastbone, but it could happen. I don't know. But throw it into my hat. By hat, I mean buy me a cup of coffee. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. And buy me a cuppa. You can also become a patron of the art at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers start at $3, go all the way up to $30, and you get all sorts of benefits, such as digital editions of my comic book, Julius Caesar, Beware the Odds, or March the Penguins, my album, Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare, and the scripts that I've written for the social distancing players, which are more elaborate versions of my Renaissance Fair shows. The one that's going on the next day or two is going to be Richard, Too Fast, Too Furious, because that one was just odd. And I love it so much. All the tiers get the same rewards right now because money is quite tight still for so many of us. And I want everyone to get some fun, silly weirdness in their lives. Coming up this week is also, tomorrow we're doing the show one more time until Labor Day. But then on Thursday, we have Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. This is the last week where we're doing 2 episodes in a day. 9 a.m. on twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures, the Palago Bonzo Nat21 Adventure Twitch channel. And then 10:35 a.m. on my Facebook page, Shakespeare Approves. Speaking of my Facebook page, go and like me in all the different places, all the right faces. And that's Facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves, YouTube.com/Shakespeare Approves. Oh, there's the one. There it is. There's the other. Instagram, Shakespeare Approves. That's also the TikTok, and Twitter at Shakes Approves. And then, of course, join me Thursday morning, twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures at 9 a.m. And that is basically all we wrote. I will be at physically less than 2 weeks from now at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival. I'll be there May 22nd through Memorial Day, May 31st. And then I'll be joining Roger Awesome of the Lords of Adventure, maybe Colt Derringer, Lawman. Who knows who's going to show up for the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, June 5 and 6. Get your tickets online. And friends, that's basically it. I love you. You love me. There is mutual... Oh, why did that happen? That was weird. There is mutual...
One more time.
There's mutual glorious affection. Go get your tickets online for New Jersey Ren Fair. Go do it right now. Tickets available online, njrenfair.com. Thanks so much to TJ Miller. Thank you to you for watching.
It's always a pleasure, man. I love hanging out with you any chance I can get.
Thank you. Love you. And friends, we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. Where's the thing I want to put up on the screen? I don't know where it is.
Let's do this.
Where's my cover art?
Make it weird.
All right. I'm just going to do this. We both can't be playing fiddle. There's only one fiddle on this song.
Dueling fiddles.
But it's only one
perfect. We're perfectly in tune. You can't even tell it's 2 fiddles.
Ooh. This is so hot. Bye-bye, everybody.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.